Siege was hacked? All right, I know I'm a little late to the party, chat, but it's now my turn to talk, okay? Today, we're gonna go over what the heck happened, all right? Where I was, because I couldn't report on this at all whenever this happened. Like, the stuff that went down was crazy, and I just couldn't do it. I was literally out of town. So today, I'm gonna talk about where I was when this happened, how crazy it was, what exactly happened, and the state of Siege right now. We all know the state of it right now. I'll get that out of the way. You know, servers are back up, I heard, and everything is under control. So, for context on where I was, okay, I was out of town. I was visiting my grandparents' house for family stuff with my family. We do that every other weekend. So, Saturday morning, you know, I wake up, you know, I gotta pack and go, right? We get in the car, I get my McDonald's breakfast, you know, the usual stuff. And I scroll through my phone, you know, obviously trying to pass time while we're, you know, stopping at gas stations and driving, right? And when we get to the gas station, I pull up a video from Kutos. I'm probably saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. And it's just this.
The Siege hacker attack continues. Everyone's just been given millions of R6 credits, glaciers, dev skins, and everything. Not even just streamers, like everyone's been...
The whole system got hacked. The moment I leave, like the one day, like, you know, I have to go away, you know, do some other stuff. I can't be by my computer or do anything with like content-wise at all. Everything hacked. Like, I was just so confused. Like, okay, everyone's account just gets like 1 billion credits and super rare skins. Like, this must be some crazy daily login reward. Like, damn. And like, I watched the full video, right? Because I'm confused. I don't know what's going on, right? And he's saying along the lines of, you know, don't log in and whatnot. And obviously, got that down, right? And, you know, change your passwords or whatnot because, you know, whole system hacked. Like, I'm like, really? The moment the data breach happens, like, I get why the hackers did it on Christmas break. It makes sense because if I was a hacker, I would do the same thing. And like, I'm just like, really, I'm on the road. I can't turn back. I can't, you know, just, you know, turn back and say like, hey, you know, let's go make sure my computer isn't, you know, screwed. I can't change my passwords. I can't see how the servers are going, or like, you know, or if my account is compromised. That was my biggest thing, because there was a thing with Apex. I don't play Apex, but I did hear about that big data breach where, you know, they hacked the servers through other people's computers and got access, and that's what I was scared of. And I'm already on the road. I can't turn back, and I'm just like, 2 days, 2-day weekend. I have to go out of town for a 2-day weekend, and I have to fear about my whole computer system just being screwed. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. Thank the Lord that that was not the case. So, what happened? Okay? And before I even get into anything, I want to, you know, give a good shout out to Varsity Gaming. I'm not really shouting him out because look at that number. You think I'm close to that? Heck no. I'm like, not even 1%. Like, I don't have 1% of what he has, obviously. But I'm always saying this because, seriously, thank you for, like, reporting on this. This video was very helpful with helping me mostly understand what happened. Because, dude, I was kind of freaking out at one point. And when this was uploaded Sunday, he said, like, you know, he doesn't think it was that, you know, big of, like, a data breach where they have control of your computers or accounts or whatnot, because that was my biggest fear of, like, if they can give people or give everyone like 1 billion, like 2 million, I'm pretty sure is what the estimate was, $2 million worth of credits to everyone's account in dev skins and glacier skins. Like if you can do that, like, what else can they do, right? So thank you for kind of calming my nerves and helping me mostly understand what happens. I'm gonna try to go over everything as the best of my ability, but again, thank you, Varsity. So, what exactly happened? Because even before the big data breach happened, on Saturday, like, I had no idea it was even hacked beforehand. So, in case people don't know, let's just go over it, all right? Ubisoft goes on holiday, right? From the 23rd of December to New Year's Day. They're on break. And I, for one, am supportive of it because devs need breaks. Burnout is a serious thing, and trust me, I've burned out a lot. There's a reason why I don't get videos out, because I'm burnt out pretty freaking easily because I'm a workaholic. So I understand that. What I didn't know is that apparently when Ubisoft goes on break, the whole everyone, like, there's no backup system. Like, what? Like, you're telling me there's no backup system? Like a couple of people that, you know, you rotate every now and then to, like, make sure everything's okay? I had nothing. I like nothing. And basically they got hacked everything. So Christmas break, the 23rd, they went on Christmas break. Understandable. Devs need breaks. Then I saw this video before I went out of town. I just had no idea what it was. I kind of just thought it was like some joke or like some coincidence. But apparently this was like the kind of first attack. So what they did, they hacked the ban ticket feed. Now, I don't have this ban ticket feed no matter anymore. I have it turned off. I don't know why I don't get it anymore. I'm just glad I don't. And basically, it was kind of just banning everyone. This video though, I thought it was like a funny joke because the ban feed looked like it was giving off lyrics.
Secure the wall.
Activate jammer.
Like it looks like lyrics. Like, am I wrong?
Jammer.
It started sending lyrics.
10 seconds.
So I thought it was a joke. I genuinely thought it was a joke and like some coincidence that for some reason that people, like, I don't know what went through my head when thinking that, because like that has to be like, without it being hacked, like 1 in like trillion chances that people put their names as the stuff. So they hacked the ban ticket, and I heard they could have done worse, and thankfully I wasn't playing at the time. And my account's okay. I know that for sure. I don't know if it's still banned or not. I'm gonna log on after this real quick to make sure that it is fully okay, because after this they saw what they could get away with because of Christmas break, and everyone started getting banned for harassment. I even saw like a short from Varsity, like saying he got like a 15-minute harassment ban, and that was kind of weird. I was just like, maybe he, you know, flag chat, right? Like me trying to think the best. Like I'm tired. I don't want to be negative about things. I try to work on myself. I wasn't trying to think worst case scenario. The one time I don't, because everyone just started getting harassment bans like out of nowhere.
And Siege just get permanently banned for harassment. Let me explain what just happened. So it's currently the 26th of December. It's actually the 27th here. It's just hit midnight, and I'm looking over Twitter and Reddit, and so many people just got a permaban for harassment, flagging this message. And at this time, you know, they should be on their holiday break.
So yeah, harassment. Wow. Okay. I don't know if that was everyone, but I do know a good amount of people were given a harassment ban. Then everyone just got banned. Everyone just got banned like out of nowhere, which is crazy. If it's not everyone, it's like most people got banned, and then they unbanned like a bunch of cheaters, right? They started banning like a bunch of falsely banning a bunch of people, unbanning, you know, active cheaters and whatnot. Like the whole game was just screwed from top to bottom, like borderline unplayable. No one could, I'm pretty sure. And then Saturday came. This is what happened Saturday. King George put out a post saying hackers have done the following. Number one, had banned plus unbanned thousands of people. This is what I just said. Falsely banned a bunch of people and unbanned a bunch of cheaters. They took over the ban feed. We already talked about that. Then they gave people 2 billion credits and renowned, and gave every skin, including dev skins. So what I thought it was is that everyone just got like rare skins. Like I thought everyone just got glaciers, the dev skins, and like charm, right? Like the rare stuff. And that's all I thought it was. Apparently no. It was everyone got this, like, gave every skin to everyone, which is crazy. And that's where I kind of started to panic, because again, if they can give this to every account, like what part, like can they not access our accounts or our computers? Like, I thought it was way worse. Of course, Varsity making the daily login reward jokes, and that would be one hell of a daily login reward. I'll say that very much. And then, what this was December 27th on Saturday, Siege gave out a official statement saying that no one will be banned for spending the credits, and it'll just be rollback transitions. The ban ticker has been turned off for the past update. Any message seen were not triggered by us, so any other ban triggers were by the hackers themselves. And an official R6 shield guard ban wave did occur, but not related to this incident. I didn't know about that, and they're working on resolving stuff. So that's when they kind of first started addressing everything, which is kind of weird. But when I watched Varsity's video, he talked about the possibility, like, you know, oh, everyone got banned, but then unbanned. So they thought it was just the anti-cheat screwing up. And then they decided to attack more. I understand that, but kind of what also Varsity pointed out in his video, like, why is there not anyone to give, like, some sort of backbone to make sure everything's okay, or at least do, like, a small cycle, like, at least one person or, like, a group of people work one time during the break where, you know, they make sure everything's okay. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. And this was Jinxie's reaction to it.
A group of hackers just completely took over the game. King George tweets, seems like R6 is completely it's unreal how bad. Hackers have done the following. 1. Banned plus unbanned thousands of people. Taken over the ban feed, they can put anything down. Gave everyone 2 billion credits plus renown. Gave everyone every skin, including dev skins. At first, like, I had to pinch myself to even, like, this is so insane.
Basically, same way with me. Like, I just couldn't believe it. What also didn't help was that after I watched Kudos's video about the whole, everyone got like 2 billion credits and whatnot, I saw him live and he was playing the servers. And I kind of found that a little bit weird. I'm not saying this to, like, give him any shade or hate or whatnot. I'm just saying how I reacted to this. Because when I saw him live after in his short saying do not log on, and the same day he posted that short, he's live streaming, playing the game, logged in. Kind of found that weird, so I didn't think too much of it until I started looking at Twitter and Varsity Gaming and whatnot, and that's when I started to worry. So again, thank you, Varsity, for your video, for calming myself and helping me understand things. Again, if you're not subbed to him, go sub to him. If you most likely are. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to log on to Siege and make sure I'm not banned. I haven't checked this yet, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Make sure my account's okay. Because what I did when I got home was I immediately, like, logged on to Ubi to make sure, like, I still had control of my account and my computer wasn't hacked. That's what I was worried about. And I didn't log on, and then because the servers are still down. I think the servers came up this morning on the 29th. Everyone's reporting it now, so it definitely went back up somewhere on this time. Logging on the Siege, everything seems okay for right now. I have heard queue times have been longer for some people. Free gift, what the, don't they? No, there's another one. Huh. What, is this what I get for, you know... Okay, everything's okay. My levels are normal. My renown and everything's normal. And I got a pack. What do I gotta complain about? Lovely. Okay, so everything's working. Everything's working tip-top shape. Good. Good. I'm just gonna do some clear house for right now. Because I'm not playing the game right now. I have to do other work as well. Now, I kind of want to let's kind of like briefly talk about maybe who may have done this. For that, I don't know, and I don't think anyone else knows right now, as of time being. And why it's just so weird, because I don't know. Because what I've heard is that basically the people who, like, you know, the people who buy accounts and steal accounts and whatnot, like, they said they had nothing to do with this. which, yeah, I can kind of believe that, but at the same time, I kind of still have my doubts about that because, you know, it's the people who hack, you know, or steal accounts, basically, like it's easy to point the finger at them, and I think that's why. I think that's why they kind of did it that way. It's easy to point the finger at someone else, but I'm still keeping a conscious idea about, like, that, because I'm not gonna just fully believe someone who says, no, I didn't do it, you know? Now, who do I think did it? I think it were just trolls, because, you know, video games have, like, you know, people, you know, that obviously, like, you know, just hate the game just to hate the game. Like, they hate the devs, they hate everyone, and they want to do as much as they can to mess with the game as possible, right? And I think it's just someone like that, and it is a highly skilled hacker, because, like, unless a billion-dollar corporation is just has stuff easily hackable, then, you know, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. Like, it cannot be that. It has to be someone who is a skilled hacker, unless Ubisoft really is just so cheap with anti-cheats for this game that they're so cheap with their security, which I highly doubt. As much as I want to give Ubisoft crap sometimes, I highly doubt that's the case. I think it had to be a highly skilled hacker who genuinely just, you know, hates Siege and wants to ruin it as much as possible. I don't think this is just some normal hackers, and I think this can cause some legal trouble, I think, if they know who did this. Because not only, like, are you messing with other people's account, like everyone's accounts messed up, you mess with a corporation and their own servers. And with, like, DDoSing being a thing, and that's also, like, you know, illegal and whatnot, I think, like, this can be classified kind of under the DDoSing kind of thing, where you're messing with other people's servers. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes, and I'm hoping this person gets caught and, you know, gets, you know, into legal trouble, because I don't want this ever happening again to a game. And I want there to be an example that, yeah, there are consequences to, you know, stuff like this, because this is unacceptable. As much as I don't like Ubisoft, and believe me, I'm not the biggest Ubisoft person either. I don't like Ubisoft that much. I really don't. I don't like what they've done with Assassin's Creed, and they haven't put anything out that's truly, like, made me, like, it made me enjoy playing their games other than R6. And even then, they kind of still mess with this game, and everyone knows it. So, yeah, I really hope there are, like, as much as I hate I don't like Ubisoft and not the biggest Ubisoft fan, I think even this is too far for a hater. Like, this is extreme level of hate. Like, and the fact that one would probably have to be that petty to hate Ubisoft so much and so, like, schizophrenic that, you know, they go out of the way to hack and mess with their servers because they don't like the game. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case. I am not saying that one bit. What I am, that's just my theory. But at the same time, if it is true, the fact that someone could do that is baffling to me. So, yeah, that's where I was in all this, in this whole situation. And, you know, it's just mind-blowing to me. It genuinely is that a corporations can just get one simple hack can just ruin everyone's experience because they just simply hate the game. And, like, hacking is such a big problem in general. It's not just R6 that has hacking problems. I even know that Valorant is starting to get some of their problems. I don't know the current state of that game particularly, but I do know, like, even before I moved from Fortnite to R6, like, Fortnite hackers were getting such a big problem in ruining tournaments. One of my buddies that I knew at the time, I haven't talked to him in a while. His name is GXR Joe, Batman GXR Joe. He's a professional player now for, like, last I remember, CYN. I don't know if he's moved on to another one, but I remember him getting screwed over because of a hacker. I know my friend C-Line that I've coached before, and I've coached him to earnings. You know, he got griefed by hackers. I've run into hackers myself in tournaments. Like, hacking's not just bad in R6, it's bad in every game. It's bad in general. And R6 is just one of the worst people to deal with it, and I know that because of with my experiences. The only one I know is worse is probably CSGO, most likely. But it just sucks that hackers, you know, just do this stuff just to ruin other people's day, and of course they don't care about others, because why should they? And I understand that. And there's no reason to logic with them or be surprised by that. I know there isn't. It's just crazy to me that, you know, aimbotting and wall hacking, ruin other people's days, like, that's one thing. Hacking the servers itself is madness. That is another level of spite to this game. And I can just only pray that the anti-cheat gets better. And so far it has gone better. The biggest cheat provider at the beginning of the season, or like maybe like a week or two at the beginning of the season, you know, got banned. Got, you know, couldn't distribute that well anymore of their cheats. And that makes me hopeful for the future. But with how Ubisoft's track record is and whatnot, it's kind of hard to get too hopeful. But we are in the right direction, and I really do hope that Ubisoft, you know, gets to the bottom of this. So that's where I was with everything. That is my reaction to everything, and I hope that you, if you didn't understand it beforehand, that you understand it now, or maybe you understand it a little bit better. And yeah, that's about it. Have an amazing day.